Okay. So when we're ready, so allowing some time for us to settle into a practice, to a posture. If we're seated, perhaps growing a little taller through the spine, maybe rolling the shoulders back or easing out the neck. And if we're lying or in a different posture, just choosing the best way to be. And then taking a moment to connect with an intention for this practice. So you might have your own words for that. Or it may be around exploring how it is to say hello to different parts of the body, perhaps with a sense of gentleness as best we can. And also taking time to connect with why we showed up today, why we wish to practice, what motivates us in developing these skills and qualities and ways of being. And then when we're ready, gradually turning our attention inwards to notice breath coming and going. So there's no need to change the breath in any way. We can just feel, observe. But maybe inviting the breath to become a little more easeful, however that is for you. So that might be a slightly deeper breath or a slightly fuller breath or longer exhale. Just exploring how the breath could be even more soothing. And if the mind feels particularly busy or active, we could also introduce a count to give the mind a little more focus. That might be counting silently to 3 or 4 on the in-breath, and then to that same number with each out-breath, just for a few moments. And if we're counting, still staying connected as best we can to this feeling of breath. Still inviting a sense of ease and soothing in on the breath. And not worrying too much if the mind continues to be busy and active. That's all part of our awareness and our reflection. Nothing wrong. And then widening out attention and just mentally scanning the rest of the body. How does this body feel in this moment? What different sensations can we tune into or notice? Maybe contact or pressure or temperature. So bringing an awareness as best we can to the whole of the body. And how we have a connection with the ground beneath us, the ground that's supporting the body. And still with a sense of the space that surrounds the body. Slightly broader awareness. And then for a moment, just seeing how it is to invite a half smile to the face. A soft smile. And this may not feel fully genuine, but we can just see how it is anyway. Seeing if the body responds, the face responds. Seeing also how it is to invite a smile to the eyes, even if the eyes are closed or lowered. It might help to imagine someone we care about or an animal or pet. How would we smile to them? And then we'll begin with our phrases. So aware of the hair on my head, I breathe in, smiling to the hair on my head. I breathe out. Hair, smiling. Aware of my eyes, I breathe in. Smiling to my eyes, I breathe out. Eyes, smiling. Aware of my ears, I breathe in. Smiling to my ears, I breathe out. Ears, smiling. Aware of my teeth, I breathe in. Smiling to my teeth, I breathe out. Teeth, smiling. Aware of my smile, I breathe in. Smiling to my smile, I breathe out. Smile, smiling. Aware of my shoulders, I breathe in. Smiling to my shoulders, I breathe out. Shoulders, smiling. Aware of my arms, I breathe in. Smiling to my arms, I breathe out. Arms, smiling. Aware of my lungs, I breathe in. Smiling to my lungs, I breathe out. Lungs, smiling. Aware of my heart, I breathe in. Smiling to my heart, I breathe out. Heart, smiling. Aware of my liver, I breathe in. Smiling to my liver, I breathe out. Liver, smiling. Aware of my bowels, I breathe in. Smiling to my bowels, I breathe out. Bowels, smiling. Aware of my feet, I breathe in. Smiling to my feet, I breathe out. Feet smiling. Aware of my whole body, I breathe in. Smiling to my whole body, I breathe out. Whole body smiling. And as we come towards the end of the practice, just checking in with how you're feeling just now. Any thoughts or emotions or sensations? Maybe making a wish that these seeds of mindfulness, awareness, compassion will continue to grow and grow within us and ripple out into the world around us.